Hey guys, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we'll share some of the tips and tricks you can do on the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. So Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime is a mid-range phone which competes with the Lumia 730, the Moto G, and also the Asus Zenfone 5. So we did a detailed review of this device. So if you're looking for the review, you can check out the description in this video to see the review link. So we also reviewed the camera, also tested the gaming performance, the benchmarks, and quite a lot of videos we have done on this device. Now we'll show you some of the tips and tricks you can do on this device. So now let's start the tips and tricks. So first up, let's see the lock screen. So you can see the lock screen has a simple unlock mechanism that you just swipe on the screen to unlock it. Now you can see here there is a camera icon at the bottom. So by default this has a camera icon. So what it does is if you press then hold the camera and the swipe, it will directly open the camera interface. So that's pretty easy to access the camera in case you want to quickly shoot photos. So that's one good option in the lock screen. Now let's go to the customization part, the wallpapers and the widgets. So here you can customize the wallpapers and add widgets to the home screen. So just press and hold this anywhere on the vacant area, and you can see the option called wallpapers and widgets. So you can select wallpapers for home screen, lock screen, as well as both home screen and lock screen. You can select widgets from the installed list of widgets, the apps which support widgets, so that can be done from here. Another way to access the wallpapers is just press and hold the multitasking option, and you will just see the wallpapers and the widgets. So that's pretty easy. You can also manage the home screens from here. So that was the customization part. Now let's see the multitasking aspect. So if you press, you can see the multitasking button here. So if you press this multitasking option, you can see the list of running apps. So you can just swipe a particular app and close it. That's pretty common way to close it. So here you can see a small icon. This is to close all running apps in one go. So if you press here, it will close all the background running apps. So that's easy instead of swiping each app which is running in the background. So that's one good thing about the multitasking window. Now let's go to the app drawer. So you can see this is the app drawer. Here you have a lot of options to do. So first step, let's click these three dots. So you can see there are certain options available here. So these options are one is edit. So if you click edit, you can edit the app drawer and also move the icons and other stuffs. So let's go back. Now second option is view as. So you can see here in the view as menu you have the custom view. That is the default view. You can also sort alphabetical order. So the apps will be sorted based on the alphabetical order. So that's another tool. You can also see which all apps you have downloaded. So if you go to the downloaded list, it will show you all the apps which you have downloaded. The core apps which came with this device will not be shown here. Then if you go here, you can see the uninstall option. So click here and you can uninstall particular app. Say for example, I'll just show you this is how you uninstall a particular app. So this is just gone. So that's pretty easy option. Next you have, if you go to the main screen, you have the uninstall or disable app. So you can see here the option to uninstall app. So particular app, just click here, it will be uninstalled from here. So that's a pretty easy option to uninstall. Then again you have the option to hide apps. So if you don't want the particular apps to show up, say for example, I'll just hide the Antutu benchmarking and also the asphalt airborne. So now I selected two apps, just click done, and you can see those two apps are removed from the app drawer. So in case you are giving a phone to somebody else, you can just hide the local apps, I mean the personal apps like the Facebook, Twitter or email, and it will not be shown to the other user unless they go and unhide this option. So if you want to unhide the apps, you can see, you can go show hidden apps. So you can just select and done. So now it will be back. So that's how you hide and unhide the apps. Apart from that, you also have the option to disable apps that we have showed previously. So these are the options in the app drawer. Now let's go to the settings. So in the settings there are a couple of interesting things. One is the screen mirroring. So you can see here screen mirroring option. So what it does is you can project the screen on the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime to other external displays or even TV, Wi-Fi enabled TV. So you can see here the screen mirroring will search for Wi-Fi enabled devices, and once you have enabled other device to connect to this phone, you can see this list available here. From here you can connect to those devices. So that's one really good option. So in case you're showing some presentation or photos on big screen, this is really good option to have. So you can just turn on from there. Next up, let's go to the lock screen. So here you have we already showed you the camera icon on the lock screen. So you can see here, if you don't want the camera icon to be shown on the lock screen, you can just disable this by clicking this checkbox. So this is disabled. Now you can also disable the date, can enable a dual clock, owner information is again disabled. Then apart from that, you also have unlocking effect. So again, we just showed you the effect. Now here we have an option to select the effect. You can select none. Then there is tone skipping, there is also tension. So these are the three effects available for unlocking. So that's the unlock mode. Then if you go to the battery, you can just enable the battery percentage. So we have already enabled the battery percentage here. So if you uncheck this, battery percentage will not be displayed in the status bar. So that's the battery percentage. Then you have the ultra power saving mode. So this is something like a really good option to have on a smartphone. What it does is it saves battery power by using minimal home screen layout and limiting the number of usable apps. So at any point of time, if you're running out of battery, and if it's going to low battery, what you can do is you can enable the ultra power saving mode, and the estimated maximum standby time of the device is increased. So a lot of apps will be disabled, and also minimalistic home screen layout will be available. So that's one really good option to have. This was initially debuted on the Samsung Galaxy S5, and now it's available in the Grand Prime as well. So this is really good option if you're running out of battery on this device. If you go to the about device, if you want to enable developer mode, you can do it from here. Just tap this build number a couple of times. You can see now you are one step away from being a developer, and finally we'll say it's developer. Now you are a developer, so you can see the developer options. So enable this only in case you are a real developer and you need these options. Unless you are a developer, it's advisable not to enable these options. So that's another option. Now let's go to the camera. That's there we have few options. So here we have this is the camera interface. We talked about this camera interface a lot of times. So this is a beautiful camera interface. So you can see here the left side you have a couple of options. One is the front facing camera, and then second is the settings. Now here we have the flash option. So another good thing is that if you click the settings, it will open the options menu. So this options menu has one important aspect. So if you access any of these settings pretty frequently, you can actually drag and drop this option to the sidebar. Say for example you're using the effects a lot of times, what you can do is just press and hold the effects and then drag on to this area. So you can see here now I have enabled effects in the sidebar. You can maximum you can enable 3 options. So we have 2 right now. One is the flash and one is the effects. So let's add one more. So for example we'll just add timer. So we have added 3 options. Now you cannot, if you want to add one more, you need to remove some of them. So this is one good option. So now we have the effects, the timer and the flash on the sidebar. If you want more, you just say for example I'll just change this. So when I change it, now it will get replaced with the older one. So that's one really good option. If based on whatever feature you use, you can customize the camera interface. So that was another tip we can do on the camera interface. So these were some of the tips and tricks you could do on the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime, a really good performing mid-range device. So don't forget to check out our detailed review of this device. Hope you like this video. If you have any specific queries on this video, just drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates, and thanks for watching this video.